What is good, YouTube? Warstu here. So today we've got an interesting story. I've held off a little bit before posting this video. So last night, CosmicBook.news posted an article about Daredevil being rebooted and them obviously having a new actor, Charlie Cox, not being Daredevil. But because of how crazy it sounded, it was saying that Daredevil was never canon to the MCU. And I thought that was pretty crazy. I thought I'd leave it to the following morning before I made this video. And a few other websites have picked it up. But like I said, guys, take it with a pinch of salt because there is no concrete evidence other than my source. So what is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Daredevil and essentially the rest of the Netflix shows coming to the MCU and being rebooted. So we are currently giving away the EndGame DVD or Blu-ray, 4K or digital download. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel with notifications on and let me know down below why should I pick you. So Daredevil Season 3 was one of the greatest comic book shows ever. That season had some of the best fight scenes ever. That season was so cool. Kingpin was fire. Still don't know how it got cancelled. So we all know that essentially Netflix has cancelled every single Marvel show and Marvel's got to have a calling off point before they can use them. But according to this website, it says Cosmic Book News claims their source has told them that the studio plans to reboot Daredevil and co. within the MCU with new actors set to play the heroes. Now this is really going to trigger fans of Charlie Cox. I've seen Charlie Cox personally in a performance in London called Betrayal. It's also got Tom Hiddleston who plays Loki, and he's a very good actor. I would love him to join the MCU. He is freaking insane. Then it goes on to say CB News report that they've been told that Netflix series were never really considered to be part of the MCU, and so Marvel has no problem with rebooting them once they get the rights back from the streaming service. In a couple of years, this site puts down to the poor relationship between Marvel Studios, which is president over by Kevin Feige. No, the reason it didn't work out was to do with money. Netflix didn't want to pay him more money per episode or something like that. It wasn't due to a poor relationship. So it also goes on to insinuate that Mahershala Ali, obviously who's playing Blade, can't freaking wait for that. It's going to be sick. So glad that Wesley Snipes isn't playing Blade anymore. So essentially he was Cottonmouth in Luke Cage, and essentially it is saying if he could be in Luke Cage and also come over to MCU in Phase 5, then was it really canon? Well, there's something called the multiverse. So I am not buying the fact that it was never canon, because there is clearly things in the Netflix shows that show Infinity War happened in that universe, and also Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was canon. So you remember there was the fake rumor going around that Daredevil could appear in Spider-Man 3? Well, anything is realistically viable in the comic book world, except for it. That couldn't happen. I mean, technically it could because there's a 2-year cooling off period. So by the time that Spider-Man could release, he could appear in it, but they'd have to film, let's say Daredevil could appear in Spider-Man 3. They'd have to film his appearance really late, because with the contracts and all the legal formalities, Daredevil couldn't even be set in stone to be in that movie. He couldn't even have a script or anything. That would be breaking a contract, breaking law, because they couldn't use him. So realistically, I cannot see Matt Murdock appearing in Spider-Man 3. Although, yes, if they are going to go down the storyline in Spider-Man 3, that obviously Spider-Man is going to need a lawyer, maybe Matt Murdock could show up. But I realistically do not believe that Daredevil in Netflix was never canon to MCU, because it was. But like I said, guys, I waited till a bunch of other websites reported the same story for a bit more validity. So it seems like they are going to be rebooting everyone. Now, I don't think that we are going to be seeing Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, but I think for sure Daredevil will be coming across the MCU at some point, because obviously then you get Kingpin and you can have a crazy Spider-Man Kingpin, all them kind of villains together. That would be insane. So like I said, guys, these videos will be much shorter because they're just news-based stories, or alleged news because it just says a source, and we're always skeptical when I reach out to my sources and I've not really heard anything back from them. Usually if a story's true, I hear back pretty fast, but I didn't really hear anything back. But I thought thought I wanted to report this to you guys because Daredevil should be in the MCU. That would be cool, but I'm very disappointed if Charlie Cox will not appear in this universe because he's such a great actor, very good in play as well. So like always guys, let me know in the comment box down below, would you like a complete reboot for the Netflix characters in the MCU? I mean, technically, all you got to say is multiverse, realistically. That's how Cottonmouth can play Blade, pretty much the same actor, because there is something called the multiverse that was kind of insinuated in Doctor Strange 1, but then obviously in Spider-Man Far From Home, the multiverse was fake. Well, it wasn't fake. It was just the fact that Jake Gyllenhaal's variation, he wasn't from the multiverse, but the multiverse definitely does exist. And we've got Doctor Strange 2, Madness into the Multiverse. It's going to be insane. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I will be doing shorter videos from now on because I think they would do better, and obviously I've had requests to do shorter videos and they are easier to make, which is cool. So like always guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.